Hello, everyone, and welcome to our next installment of the Shelter in Place Festival. This next performance is called Lifestyle Content. It was written by Lia Romeo, and it is starring Bwalya Chisanga, Christine Engel, Courtney Mentzel, and Lyndi Wade, and it was directed by myself, Victoria Lee. Enjoy, everybody.
Okay. Kelly, go.
Okay, how to give yourself an at-home manicure.
Didn't we do that last week?
No, I don't think so.
We did a home manicures last week.
Really? I'm sorry. I guess there's just so much that's happened since then.
What else?
Okay, 5 fitness influencers with killer workout videos.
Don't really like the word killer, but that does sound like it might be on brand.
Vogue literally had that up on their site on Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, we could feature different influencers.
There aren't really a lot left at this point.
But I mean, there are more than 5, right? There've got to be more than 5, right?
Let it go, Kelly. Just let it go. What else have you got?
Something on loungewear sets?
Have we done loungewear sets?
The Sweet Life did loungewear sets already back before they...
Are you doing your marketing research, Kelly?
I'm trying. It's just that, you know, with the quarantine.
Katie, tell me you have something better.
Yes. Okay, so I was thinking a video tutorial on how to play Stairway to Heaven on ukulele.
That is promising. A ukulele-related content is performing really well lately. Do you know how to play Stairway to Heaven?
I do. I taught myself last week.
Great. That's in. What else?
Stuck Inside, Don't Lose Your Hard-Earned Tan. It's a DIY piece on how to make self-tanner out of dirt and rancid butter.
Does that actually work?
Do I look tan to you?
You do, Katie. You look very tan. That's great. What else?
All out of mixers, 10 tasty cocktails you can make with your own urine.
Have you tried that?
I used it in a French 75 last night. It's not as good as lemon juice, but honestly, it's not bad.
Great. Really nice work, Katie. I mean, these are all right on brand with the type of aspirational yet relatable lifestyle content that we're known for. And it's appropriate for the current circumstances. Kim, how about you? What have you got?
Shit.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Huh?
What are we doing with shit? Are we making probiotic pills, polishing furniture, using it as eyeliner?
No. I mean, I've got shit. I've got nothing.
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 Kim, you know our readers are relying on us to help them get through these challenging times with poise and style.
Are they though?
Kim, we talked about this, right? When everything first started we agreed that our readers were really going to want to lean in on the self-improvement aspect during these difficult times.
How many of us were at that first meeting when we agreed that?
What?
How many staffers?
I don't know, 20.
And how many are left?
The fact that there are a few of us staffing the site right now just means it's even more important that we come prepared with innovative ideas for content.
Important for who? How many people do you think are still out there reading?
Okay, it's true the metrics have been down the past few days, but I'm confident that we can get those numbers back up if we just come prepared.
Are you insane? I mean, I was there with you. I really was up until, well, I don't know, a couple of days ago. But everything just keeps getting worse, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better, and we're all stuck inside our little bunkers just waiting for this to, and so it's the end of the world pretty much. And you think people really want to read about how to improve themselves right now?
Kim, perhaps you might want to refer to Katie's piece from Wednesday, 5 Ways to Maintain a Positive Attitude in the Face of a Slow and Horrible Death.
Yeah, no, I don't. I really don't.
Okay, I understand that things are, well, they're very, you know what they say, the show must go on.
Well, maybe they're wrong. Maybe sometimes the show doesn't need to go on. Maybe sometimes the show needs to stop.
Okay, so I don't necessarily feel like this meeting is going in a productive direction. Why don't we adjourn for now? Katie, you can work on the ukulele video, and then we can reconvene in a couple of hours. Hopefully, Kim and Kelly will have come up with some creative new ideas for content by then.
I'm not going to reconvene in a couple of hours. I only came on this call to tell you all I'm done.
Kim, you can't. Our readers need us.
What readers? Do you honestly think we still have any readers?
I don't know. I mean, I think so. I don't have access to the numbers. Rachel's the only one who has access to the numbers.
And why do you think that is?
Because she's the editor-in-chief?
No, she's not the editor-in-chief. 2 weeks ago, she was an assistant copywriter. And Kelly, you did something with graphics, right? And Katie was a customer service rep.
Reader experience concierge.
Oh, whatever. And me? I answered phones at the office. You know, back when we had an office. You know, back when we had a world.
Okay, so you're right. 2 weeks ago, I wasn't an editor. But I wanted to be. We all did. That's why we started working here and took whatever jobs we could, planning to move our way up.
Yeah, well, maybe I think it's probably kind of time for a change of plan.
To what? What else are we going to do? I thought about converting the site to survival advice, but there are already so many people doing that and doing it better. I mean, if they all go offline and somehow we're still here, I have a plan in place to pivot to that kind of content. But until that happens, I don't particularly want to sit in my room alone and wait to die. Do you? I mean, you're right. I don't know how long we'll have readers. I don't know how long we'll have internet. I don't even know how long we'll have power. But as long as we do, I want to keep delivering wellness and beauty and lifestyle tips to help make life a little sweeter, especially at a time where it's not very sweet at all. I think at times like these, it's important not to just try to stay alive, but to try to stay human. And sometimes that means making eyeliner out of poop.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. That is the kind of inspirational leadership that we really need right now.
Oh, I think you were all out of your minds. Oh, good luck.
Whoa.
We don't need her anyway, Rachel. She's just bringing all of us down. And like you said, it's important to stay positive, especially when things are,
I know, maybe she's right. Or maybe not right, but she's not completely wrong. I mean, maybe there's some kind of middle ground, something in between giving up and pretending like everything's just the same, except, more horrible. Maybe we aren't losing readers because they're well. Maybe we're losing them because we're not giving them what they want.
Tell me more.
Well, maybe we ought to have some kind of content that just acknowledges where we are. Some content that says if it makes you feel good to think about makeup and cocktails and learning to play the ukulele, that's okay. And if it doesn't, then that's okay too, you know?
Something more practical.
Kind of.
10 tasty casseroles you can make out of rats.
Oh.
No. More like, here's where we are, and it's really, really hard, and you should do whatever makes you feel better, whether that's making casseroles out of rats or not.
Okay, Kelly, I like it. This is the kind of creative, out-of-the-box thinking that makes for a great editor. Good job. Katie, we'll still do the ukulele, but let's hold off for the self-tanner for now. And Katie, and Kelly, you can't get started on the rats.
Oh, no, I don't think we should do the rats.
Oh, how about 10 tasty casseroles you can make out of rats, but you don't have to.
That's perfect. Okay, so what are you both still doing on the call? We have a lot of important work to do. Let's get started.
Great work, everybody. Cast, if you want to come back on and chat with me to our community. Lia is unable to do a talk back with us, but that is completely okay. We will still have a Q&A, kind of talk back with the cast and our thoughts on this piece of work. I am the director of this piece, and it was just a really fun piece to do. I think we all need a little bit of a laugh here and there, and there are some serious subjects that we are dealing with, and this is just a hilarious piece. I would love to get your thoughts on it and your questions. I think the main thing about this piece is that it's obviously out there and wild, and it's hilarious, and it has its subjects that are kind of completely not going to be relevant, like rats and cocktails out of urine. I hope that our world doesn't go towards that, but I know that our world has changed forever. So I would like to ask the cast what they think about, what are their thoughts about the piece. Anyone?
For me personally, one of my favorite parts about it is the fact that we do kind of cover a little bit more of a serious topic, because especially at the end, like Bwalya's character Kelly, when she points out like, okay, if self-improvement makes you feel better, if like doing yoga makes you feel better, that's awesome, but also we are in a crazy time and you don't have to like become a whole different person and like write like the next great masterpiece or something to be productive. Like right now, just staying alive is enough.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great point too, because I think it's very easy when you are sheltered in place to get on Pinterest and Instagram and all these people you follow on a day-to-day, but now you're just, that's all you have to do. And so you feel so much more pressure to do more with all this time you have. And so I think it really speaks to that just being okay and living day-to-day and making it is enough. You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself to make a casserole made out of rats.
Yeah, I had a friend I was talking to and she was like, yeah, some days it's okay to just go, you know, I ate and woke up today in a crisis, and like add in a crisis to like everything you do. And it's like, just like, oh, weirdly empowering. Like, no, I did things because I'm in a crisis.
Yes.
I love that. I did laundry in a crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much more accomplished.
Amazing. Bwalya, anything you want to add to that?
I just appreciated how it was a lighthearted way to address everything. It was fun. We need a little laughs in our lives. Like everything's too serious. Everyone's dramatically trying to find a way to do stuff. And it's so unnecessary. It's just nice to breathe. And I think this being a comedy allowed us to do that too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Benjamin Bratcher has a question. He said, cast, who did you draw inspiration from for your characters?
Oh.
Who wants to go first? I straight up stole some mannerisms. So if anyone watches Schitt's Creek, Alexis.
Yes.
I feel that totally, Alexis.
I pulled from some people that I know personally that have a little bit more of that like sorority girl energy. Not like friends, no, like not somebody I'm close to, just people I have met in my life. Living in Dallas.
Oh, that is amazing.
That have that little like
Other than like, I think the just like connotations and like normal patterns of like someone with anxiety, if I had to choose, it's like, oh, what just popped into my head was like a combination of sadness and fear from Inside Out.
Ooh, Inside Out. Oh, I feel bad. I didn't pull from anyone. I feel like Kelly's kind of myself. Like I'm a people pleaser, and like I have to try to find a way to assess ways to like fit in, like FOMO. But I've slowly like separated from that. I'm becoming my own self. So I appreciate that. But I think Kelly's like just my own sporadic self, I would say.
You know, we could all relate to Kelly because Kelly is a lot of us. I relate to Kelly, I know for sure. I am not always boss lady Rachel every day or perky Katie or even grunge Kim. I feel like we can all relate to them on a certain level. Benjamin has a comment. He says, on personal level, if you were in charge of this magazine, what topic would you suggest? This is good.
Ooh.
I would probably do a topic about gardening on patios because some of us don't have yards and sunshine is great. So I have a little patio that I have a little bit of plants here and there. And it's brightening my day to go out there and have lunch. That's mine.
I have like two because I feel like one of them is like cooking, but like cooking with like constraints because like right now none of us can get like all of the usual ingredients we're used to. So like making fun things out of like what you have in your pantry. And then also at home manicures because like that was like a crisis for me. I was like, how do I get dip off of my hands?
Real.
It's, yeah.
Struggle.
I'm like, I feel like everybody that I knew that had dip like went through this crisis of like, oh no, like, and one of my friends was like trying to like Dremel it off herself and everything, and I'm just like, that terrifies me.
That is amazing.
I feel like I would write one about why having an animal it will get you through quarantine because I recently adopted a cat right before, and it literally like changed my like entire world and has just like made this so much more manageable.
That is good timing too. I moved right before quarantine, so I have a ton of tasks that I could be doing. And I think something I've been meaning to do is giving myself like a set list on how to organize or what to organize. So that would probably be what my article would be about. It's just like day by day tasks and how to get reorganized in the quarantine.
I like that.
I think I would employ some like outdoor activities, like how to LARP on your own. I'm not an expert at LARPing, but like just the idea of live action role playing by yourself. Can you imagine? That's a task. That's a challenging task. That's a one person.
I feel like that's every like kid at recess.
Yeah. Just like grabbing a stick, pretending it's a sword.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it, Bwalya.
Yeah, I'm
All right. So let me ask, do y'all have any questions you would like to ask the viewers about the play? I would like to say, if you have any thoughts about the piece, please feel free to comment on it and we will make sure to look at the live feed. But anything y'all want to add?
I'm curious if people had to choose of the articles that we like listed out, what would be the most interesting?
Yes. Love,
That's-
Mary Kill. What we had.
Exactly. Rank which one you'd be willing to try or do.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, we will leave it at that, you guys. It has obviously been a pleasure to just chat about this. I feel like I've had coffee talk with my best friends. All right, friends, we will meet up at 4 o'clock for our next performance. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we will see you then. Bye, everyone.